On a recent weekend, following an aerial search for a local missing girl, I had enough daylight left in the day to do something else, maybe a good 3 hours. I decided I would finally head over to a property where I'd heard the landowners provide permission to hikers to make the long and difficult climb to the top of Chimneytop Mountain in Rogersville. Chimneytop is one of the highest mountains you'll see as you drive along Beech Creek. It's well known as the location of the old airport beacon and a short fire tower, now reportedly rotted out and unsafe. It also happens to be the summit that's directly behind the infamous Ben Hill Road, running along Limestone Creek. That's the very location where little Summerwells disappeared without a trace almost 4 years ago. As I made my way toward the hiker-friendly property along Chimneytop Road, the amazing sight of Chimneytop came into view. It made me remember all of my past mountain hikes, and it called at me. It wasn't only our desperate and nearly hopeless search for Summerwells that brought us here. It was also the fact that this was one of the highest summits in this county, requiring a 1,488-foot elevation gain hike to make it to the top. Mountaintops have always called to me, not as a challenge to somehow conquer, but as a friend beckoning to come on up and have a visit. Enjoy the view. Be with God. I made my final approach to the house and prayed that the owner would be friendly, that he'd welcome us as hikers. And if he agreed to let us access the mountain, I would press my luck and ask if I could scout the route with my drone. A quick look at the quest we would be embarking on the moment the weather warms up just a little. He said yes. He said yes. And he welcomed my launching the drone to take a look. In fact, he said he used to fly his own ultralight back in the day. I knew then he was a fellow adventurer. As I scanned the faint trail, I caught sight of the ridge mentioned in the trail notes off to the right. I couldn't stop spinning the camera around to catch sight of the view as my drone slowly made its way up the mountain. Even only this far up, the view was spectacular. I could now see the difficulty of this climb. Once you make it up a very long and steep ridgeline, the summit in the distance was clearly mostly large stone and cliff faces. There were even what looked like possible caves along the route. But the climb would be plenty of bouldering before we made it to that faint airport beacon jutting from the rock at the top. It should be too early in the year to sight any rattlesnakes, but in this area, we're told it's a strong possibility. I was as far up as I could go with the drone, so I took in the view one last time. Not even halfway up the mountain, it's a view to look forward to for sure. As I headed back, I knew now without a doubt that we'd make an entire day of it. We were told you could do the climb in under 2 hours, but Jen and I were planning to take enough gear and my drone to scout any caves and crevices up to and along the summit. Chimneytop, the seemingly impossible expanse of mountain to access in this town, was now accessible. I couldn't be more thrilled. Guys, I am so excited. As you can see from the fact that they let me send my drone up, we have permission to get to an access point that's going to take us up Chimneytop. So we're finally climbing Chimneytop Mountain, and we're going to make it to the observation tower, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so happy.